Hello, I am Bentham and welcome back to Factorio Living with Biters. In the previous episode we sorted out some solar panels to get ourselves a bit more relying on renewable power after we've had all the issues with the steam engines over there. We've been using wood to power them to help us along with that. Hopefully we can continue to transition over to renewable energy so that we don't need coal anymore, because coal, like all things, is a little bit fiddly to get at the moment. I probably shouldn't pick up a bunch of solar panels because I don't think I'll use them. We'll get like enough for 2 squares, which will be 16. And that can carry on chugging away. We do have some basic accumulators, and we do now have the capability to make some substations. So there's one, and we can find somewhere to put this maybe in this whole mess of just stuff. Maybe there. That's a little bit of an open space. That's a bit away from things, so we probably won't bother using it for anything else. Let's go down there. It's on the other side of the steam engines to our solar panels. That works out fairly well. And I think that, well, as I said before, that may be the right balance to have. 1 square of accumulators to 7 squares of solar panels. But those calculations were made a long time ago, and I don't really remember how I came up with them whatsoever, so we'll just see. I think at the end of the day, the ratios get messed up by the fact that there is steam power, because it runs overnight and over day and so on and so forth. Alright, this is a fairly decent space. We can't fit tons of stuff here, but we can definitely fit a square with a nice bit of area around it. Let's plonk it there. That will be our arbitrary location, and we'll expand out from the middle so that we can push away the biters, same way as we did with the solar panels. Just use the object itself to keep them out, or try to. Some of them will just sit about and get in my way and refuse to move, of course. But we'll only need a couple of belts to deal with those. This guy's moving about, he's going to leave. Carry on. This tree, let's clear it. I don't know whether it's in the way or not. I guess it would be in the way of the walls and the belts and so on. One last guy. While we're waiting for him to move, we'll clear some trees, and if he's still not moved, we'll clear him. Alright. Off you go. Don't you go in. Oh, there we go. Got it. And now we need to put the walls in. And it looks like they're all charging fairly well. They're nearly all done. There's just the ones over there that I've only just put in. So that's a good sign. Though, of course, at the moment, that makes a fair bit of sense, because the engines will not be running at full pelt. So they'll start running at full pelt to charge up these, and then once it's done, they'll calm down again. Oops. There. And we'll use our belts. And I realize I should have put it flush with this coal belt here. That would have made a bit of sense. Ah well. That will be cleared away at some point in the future. Not sure exactly when. It entirely depends on the state of that mining drill that never seems to run out. We are out of belts. Just make tons of them, because you always need more belts. This is being burned through a lot quicker than I expected. Wow. That is a worry. I guess the wood doesn't exactly last long. Yeah, it gets burned through super quick, and with 10 of them running. That's pretty crazy. In fact, this thing is running pretty much non-stop to keep them all supplied, so yep, we're gonna not be able to rely on them very much longer. It looks like all of the accumulators are kicking in. I guess it's got to the point then where the steam engines are running at full pelt and not being able to supply everything. So we definitely did need to do some upgrading, as we've done. There we go with those belts. Let's have a check on the power in the past minute. Yep, steam engines running full speed. And as of a couple of seconds ago, the solar panels have run out. So that is not enough accumulators to keep us running. Or is it? Oh no, actually, it's only running down a very small amount. So the power requirements are only slightly more than what the steam engines can provide. So we should have enough in the way of accumulators to keep things going through the night. That's pretty good. Pretty happy with that. We'll have to see how things develop, though, particularly when the when the wood runs out. That's something to keep an eye on. We may still need to put more steam engines in, though I'd rather we didn't. I'd like to try my best to just do more renewable stuff. I noticed something's using up less power, the oil-based things. We haven't checked up on that in a while, have we? We should probably do that today. Because beyond this I don't have anything particularly in terms of plans. Let's put some lights around the place, because I've just remembered, and it's night and I can't see. Oh, we'll check up on the mining drill. Steady. We'll see what's going on with the with this miner, see if we can refuel. I mean, we definitely can, because it'll be... Oh, it's out. Have I turned up just as it's finished again? Let me see. Yep, there's the last bit of coal. Only just stopped. We will need to grab some more coal, because there wasn't quite enough that we had handy. It is building up fairly nicely in that chest, which is good. It means that when the wood does run out, we can switch back to coal and then run off that for a while longer. Though it is all ultimately staving off the inevitable. We could try hooking up the coal from the north, because that'll work. But then in that case I think we want to move the steam engine column anyway. We'd put it over with the other one. Oh, actually we can't, there's not enough room there. We can maybe put some smaller ones going this way. We'll work it out when the time comes. Oh, we're over here. Right. You can have that back. As long as we have a stack handy, we should be fine. There's another 5 bits of wood there. It's calming down now, of course, because during the daytime, the solar panels will take the... will take what they can, and then the steam engines will just deal with the rest. There's an attack gone on, but it's been easily dealt with, it appears. We'll repair it, seeing as we're here. Let's check our inventory. Do we have any ore sat around being annoying? Nope. We do need a little bit more in the way of some plates, but not copper plates, so let's put those back. It's iron that we need. There we go. And, ooh, steady. A little bit of steel. Probably not even worth actually picking any of it up, just as long as we replenish our iron supplies. How are our belts as well? Let's get a bit more in the way of that. Oh, we've got Logistics 3. Excellent. That's all the blue belt stuff, though we're probably a long way from actually implementing that. Where to go from here? I'm not really sure. I think we'll go for logistics stuff, even though that is also something we're a long way from. Yeah, we'll make a couple more belts. That should do, because I think that's 30, isn't it? We'll resupply that. Yeah, it all looks good. We can maybe do with a little bit more stone just for walling things in. We'll go grab some of that. And then we'll have a look at blue science, and then go on to the oil stuff, just to get an idea of how things are progressing, because I'm pretty sure, yeah, blue science is not going as fast as it can do, so we want to see what the specific problem is so that we can try and focus on that. Let's craft some more walls. Another 50. And then, is it 2 more to make it balanced? I don't know. Something along those lines. We'll grab some more bricks anyway. And I think we've crafted too many. Hang on, stop it. I like to get the numbers right if I can. There we go. That's 100 walls. So we'll put those back. How is things going? How are things going down here? Badly is the answer to that question. We are about to run out of stone, and I don't think any of the other stone around here is mineable. We do have this chest with a couple of bits of stone in, but it looks like we're going to have to search for a new stone deposit. There's one. That's not got anything on it, so that should be fine. Problem solved. There's one up there. Yeah, I don't know why I was worried there. There's always stone everywhere. Every Factorio game you end up with excess stone supplies. This thing, I could have made a stone trade in Railworld, but there was just so much stone around that there wasn't really any good reason. Right, there's one thing we're missing, and it's batteries. I think that's copper then. Ooh, what's going on over here? Steady on, guys. All in some angry clump of flailing about biters there. Yep, that's copper, alright. That was my suspicion. So I think... Oh, there's a bunch coming along, though. That looks very good. Not sure why. It might be coming in waves, because you can get the thing where a bunch of copper comes through, makes a bunch of batteries come through, which makes everything kick back in again at the main base, meaning the copper runs out. And it sort of bounces between too much and not enough copper. But we'll just try and increase the copper supply generally, and that will help the situation. And we'll go over here, see what's going on here. Sulfuric acid completely built up, though that might just be because the battery production has gone rubbish. Tons of plastic till the end of time. Some iron here that seems to be going fine and as intended. There's plenty left in that little mining thing we've got going over there. Yeah, this all looks good on this end. There's a coal supply as well. The cracking is currently not happening here because of a lack of water, or because there's no room for... Okay, there's no room for output is, I think, the reason. A lack of water would be strange. Yeah, all the pipes are full, so that would make sense. Let's check the tanks. Okay, so we're actually building up light oil because we've run out of space for petroleum gas. That is interesting. And I guess that's not a problem. We've only got this one thing going. I guess it's just because there's a... Oh, is it shut down? Oh no, it's not shut down. But it might be having some issues with that because the petroleum gas will build up and maybe cause it to stop at times. But yeah, I think it's all just a bit slow because the blue science is slow. You want to try and fix that. Yeah, this has a coal supply. So this all looks good then at the moment, but that's probably not because it's all fine. It's probably because we need more work doing to the copper supply. I think that's what it boils down to. So we'll go have a look at that. See, we can try just doubling it up. That'll probably work. And at that point we'll have as much copper production as iron production. If that's not enough, then I don't know what is, because usually you end up using up more iron than copper when you're just doing science. It's when you start doing all the module stuff that you use up tons of copper. Speaking of which, there is a ton coming through now. So at the moment this thing is actually full and running at full speed, which might be making the science run at full speed. One can hope. See, it's going through there, it's continuing. Yep, it's getting nearly to the end, so it looks like things are filling out. Let's put some lights in. I do forget that generally when I can barely see anything, you probably can't see anything at all because of YouTube compression and it's the things it does with brightness, which are bad things because they ruin it and you can't see. At least with the long dark, it's so dark at all times that it doesn't matter whether it's YouTube compressed or not, because no one can see, including me. But there's no reason not to have this lit up, really. Well, apart from power issues, and if you've got so many power issues that you can't afford lights, then you know you've got problems. And we'll just keep a bunch of lights around to make use of. I didn't put any over in the oil place, did I? It seems like we have some lights going along these power poles, so maybe they go all the way up and I did that, but I probably didn't. Yeah, the copper's gone rubbish now. I think it is doing the sort of oscillating thing where a bunch of blue signs comes through and that makes the all the copper disappear. So we will go and fix that if we have all the materials. Hopefully we do. We'll just put a bunch more mining drills in, though we are actually nearly mining the whole deposit as it is. There's just this line on the end here. Oh, and that one's run out there. So we may have to start... Oh, there's actually a bit here that's been missed. Let's just shift our mining drill then to there. But yeah, we may want to start looking into new sources of copper. I don't know where there's some of those. There's some of there that's fairly well uncovered. There's one there, but it's totally buried. Ooh, look at that! That'll give us copper forever. There's that there as well. Yeah, we've got a fairly good copper situation. There's quite a few deposits that are either partially or fully uncovered, so that's fine. We don't need to worry about that for now. See, can we cover this with 3? It'll probably need 4. Put one there. And one there. This looks like too much of a gap. Yeah, we got it. We gotta have a fourth one. My poor spacing, it's ruined. Right. That's fine. And we'll put a couple of power poles in. Get that all running. Now, I did notice that at the moment it's built up here and sort of stopped. Actually, now that we have this balance, what we want to do is have this go into a splitter instead. Methinks. So we'll craft one of those. Stick that there. Turn that in. And that should balance the sides a little bit more. And then we want to add in our second half here. So for that we will need to craft 8 new furnaces and work out the spacings. We'll mark it with assemblers for the moment while they're crafting. What is this? Oh, it's a biter. I thought that was a tree because I couldn't see anything hidden in the undergrowth. Yeah, there's plenty of room there. We can fit that all in. So the line we want to go up to is here. We'll put like just a barrier in the middle so that whatever side is empty can stay empty. Ooh. Again, an attack on the same spot. I wonder if there are like particular areas that the biters always want to travel through, and you end up with things like that where they just run into the same spot multiple times. It might be the same biter or different ones. I'm not really sure. There's this guy here hanging about. We'll just get the rest sorted out anyway. And while I was messing about with that, some stuff has happened here, but that is because of the belts. So if we clear those belts out, they'll be a lot more free to move away. Because it looks like they actually want to, really. Line it up to there. And are we... Oh no, we're not out of walls, because we have another 50. One thing we can do. Split this in half. As soon as one empties, we can clear it, maybe. Yep, there we go. Whoops, I messed that up entirely. The other one is also clear. So there we go, we got our inside sorted, oh, except for that bit over there, but that biter has now left, so we'll clear out the innards, we'll put in the furnaces, and then we'll have a ton more copper production. I didn't actually check how many mine drills I have. We've got 8 there, and then 6. Has that one run out? Not quite. Yes, so there will be more furnaces than miners, but that's fine because we will probably bring more copper over here later on. I think that's the best way to do it, rather than moving around the areas where they're smelted, because that seems like effort. And who wants to bother with effort? Right. Yep, we got our distance correct. There we go, researching logistics, as unlikely it is that we're actually going to make use of that. We'll put in this central line and the outer lines. Ooh, I'm stuck between 2 of them. There we go. And while we're here, we'll put in the belts running around the outside. And make sure that there's no issues with the biters here. Inserters, we need a couple more of these, so we'll just craft a bunch, I guess. I don't know how many we need. I think, yeah, it's 16 that we need, so we'll have 1 spare after that. We'll craft another 5 just because it's a good idea to have some inserters to hand. People have asked why I always use fast inserters on furnaces when the rate at which they produce means that you only need the standard ones. One of the reasons is that if the system backs up and all of the furnaces have a build-up in them, a fast inserter can of course unload the build-up twice as quickly to make more use of things in that way. And then the reason that I do it on the inside as well is because I like it to look the same. And having different colours of inserters on different bits of the same machine annoys me. It doesn't look as pretty, and looking pretty is important. Oh, the power has gone crap. Very crap. Why has it gone crap? Ah. So it looks to me like the wood ran out, and when it did that, we not only needed the solar panels running at full pelt, but we in fact used up all of our accumulated power as well. And then once the sun set, we didn't have any solar power and the accumulators were already empty, so we're running on half power right now, and that is bad. Basically negates us building the... Well, it doesn't negate us building these extra furnaces, because it means that there's still more being done than otherwise. But yeah, that's not good. I think this is all set up anyway. This all looks absolutely fine. So, oh come on! I literally just fixed that. I'll fix it again then. And we'll hop out here. Quickly rebuild that before they can get to it. So yeah, looks like the wood has run out. I don't have any more spare, so I think our solution right now is to switch back to the coal. There's a fair bit built up there, so that's not too bad. We'll get rid of this. We'll replace this, and then we'll flip this round. So we'll have what's coming from the machine plus what is stored in here, and that should be enough to keep things running for a little bit. But this is again a temporary solution, and we need to make sure to work on some more permanent stuff in the near future. Otherwise we'll just end up with more and more power issues. And there's only so many episode titles you can have talking about power issues before you literally run out of word combinations. So yeah, there we go, they're charging again. I'm going to make sure I still have the full 50 for next time that mining drill needs sorting out. But yeah, it's a good sign that this is running again, the charging again. I do wish you had a little bit more control over the power system, because I think sometimes the way it works out isn't so good. Like, I would like it if I could force the steam engines up there to always run at full pelt, and then these ones will pick up the slack if there's any power missing and stuff like that. But anyway, there's a couple of other things on that theme that I would like to do, and I think they might become possible in future updates. With update 0.12 anyway, there's some stuff coming in that gives you a lot more stuff you can do with the circuit system. There's a couple of cool items that are, well, structures that are coming along that you can use to. Basically it's getting to the point where you could use those new bits to program a computer. But anyway, we will finish up for today. By the way, when I say program a computer, I mean like in the way that someone built a computer in Minecraft. So it's not a very good one. You could build a pocket calculator level bit of technology, I imagine. But anyway, next episode we'll, I guess, look into fixing the power some more, getting more solar panels in place, getting maybe just some coal over to the other steam engines, or just moving the steam engines to the coal, not the copper, the coal. Anyway, I shall say goodbye. Thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time.